Hey guys, so we've talked about negative people, we've talked about energy vampires, we've talked about mindset. How do all those things relate? What exactly causes people to be that negative, naysayer, doomsdayer type person who gets up your nose any chance they get? Through this next video, I'm going to show you how to identify those people, what behaviours you should look for. Make sure you watch the video to the end when I explain to you whether you can change someone's mindset and stop them being that negative energy suck. So let's just recap something from the first video I did. Growth mindset is the belief that you can learn, adapt, grow, and develop your skill set and ability. Just because you fail once doesn't mean you'll fail again. You learn from that failure and you make better next time. A fixed mindset is someone who doesn't believe that you can grow and develop, doesn't believe that you can learn and create new skills, and ultimately someone who gives up when challenged and quits in the fight. So how can you tell the difference between someone with a growth mindset and someone with a fixed mindset? You will know. Growth mindset people you probably find quite good to be around, quite nice under pressure, they're going to work as a team. That person with a fixed mindset is going to duck for cover when things go wrong. They're going to blame other people and they're going to get out of the way so that you take the blame. A fixed mindset is someone who thinks effort is a waste of time. They're as good as they're ever going to be. Why would you put in more effort? And when challenged, these same people get very defensive because they're putting in all the effort they can. And so if you challenge them, you're telling them that they're a failure. And because of that, they see you as a threat. They'll take it personally. They'll avoid any situation where they might fail. And ultimately, they will try and roll you under the bus if someone needs to be blamed. A growth mindset person, when they fail, it's a challenge. We're not going to fail again. Go back through the process, focus on the process, and work out how we can make this right. When you challenge them, they embrace the challenge. They want to understand if you see something that's not quite right, how can they take that and make themselves better, learn, grow, and develop a new skill. And when it comes to feedback, you'll definitely know the fixed mindset person. They don't want your help. They're going to take it personally and they're going to get real defensive real fast. Ever been in that situation where you're in a conversation with someone where you're trying to give them feedback that something maybe hasn't gone quite right, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, they get super emotional, super angry? That's someone with a fixed mindset. Their emotions are taken over because they're taking it personally. They're not looking at it as feedback that might help them grow. They're looking at it as a personal attack. And does this growth versus fixed mindset thing matter? Does it change the way we actually think and process and solve problems? 100% yes. If you take a look at these two brains, these are brain scans from people who in an experiment were given a task that was going to challenge them. They were tested first to see if they had a fixed or growth mindset. They were really put into those mindsets for the test, and then they were tested on something that was really hard to solve. And you'll notice that the green brain is someone with a fixed mindset. And you'll see that on the scale, green means, yeah, they're alive, they're breathing, they're doing what they can, but they're really not putting in much effort neurologically to solve the problem. If you look at the red brain, look, they're putting in as much effort as they possibly can. They know it's challenging. They know they haven't quite got there yet, but their brain activity is off the charts. They are going hard out to try and work out the problem. So how do you identify someone with a fixed mindset in conversation? Well, it can be pretty easy. They're the sort of people that say, I'm too busy to do that. Why are you giving me that task? Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. So that when it goes wrong, the thing you told them to do is the problem. They're going to feel threatened by other people's success. They're the ones sitting in the corner of the room running someone down when someone's been given an award or being recognized for great work in a project or in an initiative. They're the people that are going to give up quickly, and they're going to say, I can't, instead of I can't right now. In group settings, you might find that they don't really say too much. Why? Because they don't want to ask questions in case they sound stupid. And there's different kinds of fixed mindset type people. There's the Debbie Downer, the I can't do it, I quit, I don't really want to take on this challenge, just tell me what to do, I'm too busy for that. But there's also the type that really thinks they know their stuff, the narcissistic fixed mindset type person. They're as good as it gets, and if something goes wrong with someone who thinks they're as good as it gets, they will look for any other person to roll under the bus. They'll stab you in the back as quick as smile to your face. Now, having a fixed mindset or a growth mindset isn't necessarily fixed in stone. Depending on the scenario, you may end up with a fixed mindset. If you put me on the edge of a cliff, put a belt around me and ask me to abseil down that cliff to the safe zone at the bottom, I will say no chance, no way, not a chance in hell. I'll have a super fixed mindset because of fear. And in certain situations, even in the workplace or in a group setting, you may have a growth mindset, but you may find yourself starting to err on a fixed mindset because of the way you're being treated. If when something fails, you get slammed, you get smacked across the knuckles, you get told that you're wrong and it's not good enough, if that's a situation, your growth mindset will slowly become fixed. What's the point in putting up your hand if it's only going to get slapped down if something goes wrong? So the big question is, can you change someone's mindset? And the answer is yes. It might be super hard, but you can change someone's fixed mindset. What they need is to see that behavior role model. They need to see someone who puts their hand up to say something has gone wrong. Can we fix it? Can we improve it? And get the opportunity to do that. They need to be given the chance themselves to make decisions and learn and work out how to fix a problem and how to navigate an issue. They need to see role models like their parents, their teacher, their boss, who can show them what it means to have a growth mindset. That failing once doesn't mean the end. Failing is just learning. If you fail the first time, you work twice as hard to make sure you don't fail the next time. You adjust and adapt your process, and ultimately you end up winning and learning way more than you would have if you just stopped at square one. So what are you going to do about it? Well, you're going to identify someone in your life who you think's got a fixed mindset, and you're going to show them that failure doesn't mean losing. It means getting a chance to learn something new, to look and analyze the process you went through before you failed, change and adapt something, and then improve it. Find that person, assess their behavior and actions. Do they align with fixed mindset? And if so, help them overcome their fixed mindset. Show them that they can go through a process to improve every time they fail. And they will achieve and learn and adapt. And from doing that, they will slowly work their way up the growth mindset spectrum. As always, the only way for us to build this community of people helping each other out to learn and adapt and understand how to be a purposeful human is to like and subscribe the video so that YouTube spread it far and wide and we get as many people hearing these messages as possible. And as always, enjoy the journey.